right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Hurts comes out throwing. He's taking a shot on his first play. Well, they took their shot immediately. Would have been cool if they connected, but no luck. 2nd down.
You hear defensive coaches on every practice field we're on preach not giving up the big play, especially at the NFL level. They'll need to stay vigilant because they're definitely...
We're in a city built on 7 hills, and the fans hoping to see 7 points on the board early. We're at Cincinnati's Paycor Stadium. Jake Moody now ready to get this one started. And we're off and running at Paycor Stadium. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And he breaks even, but that's it. Brought down at that line of scrimmage. Brought down by Fred Warner. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
You want to see the term read and react to the little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Buys time, rolling right. That's caught. It's Saquon Barkley. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
New set of downs for him from the 46.
Good. Set.
First down, a run with Barkley. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
Second and 6 coming up here. Hurts now from the gun. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of him.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. And that'll be enough for the first as they touch him down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
Good opening drive to this point. They've got another first down at the 34.
Good.
They give to Barkley, left side. And they beat him to the edge. That run stopped back at the line. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it ggets to the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Hurts looking to throw. Pulls it at the 7. And he's got enough to move the sticks.
Such a terrific job by the receiver. You can't give that route away. You got to run a curl. And the best curl and go, hook and go, out and up guys, Kate, they run that initial route full speed. He did, got the defense to bite, and the play went right over his head.
This drive has been excellent. A few shots now. It's starting with 6 as they come up on it. 1st and goal. From the red zone now. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it 2nd down.
You know, as a QB, I'm going to note that in the back of my head. That was a heck of a break. Knocks the ball away. DBs like that, they tend to, once they get one hand on the ball, have a pretty good beat on you and can get 2 hands on it the next time.
And he is into the end zone for a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles finish up an excellent opening series. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. Well, you couldn't ask for a better start to a game than that. The offense taking it all the way down the field and finishing with 6.
These opening drives, Kate, are such tone setters. It is why every offense loves to script their first 15 plays, right? Everybody knows what's coming. It allows you during the practice week to get into rhythm, but even better when you're that sharp, that crisp, and you finish off and get the early lead.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Cup 19. Panther Street. Go.
Here's Dobbs. His first throw is an interception. Picked off by C.J. Gardner-Johnson. And the Eagles have it down near the opposing 40 after the return is stopped. Well, for their sake, partner, I sure hope the rest of their pass attempts this game go a whole lot better than that, because it is pretty clear this defense came to play.
And I can promise you this, Kate, nowhere on that opening script does the word interception ever appear. You never want to see an INT. Now they're going to have to flush it. That's the key here for this quarterback in the offense. Got to flush that mistake and press on ahead.
And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Back to the line they go. It's second down.
Great, set.
Flag down. This could be a free opportunity for the offense. He's got Devontae Smith. And he's brought down, but there's some laundry on the field. Offense liked how that play went, so they choose to decline the penalty. Let's see what they went with on third down.
Great, set.
Throwing here, Hurts. Escapes the pocket. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Man, that was a chain mover if he would have held on, Brock, but the contact just too much to do so.
Yeah, he's going to be disappointed in himself because you've got to make these contested catches, but I do give a lot of credit. An outstanding effort defensively to force that ball out. A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all this concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Let's go. Let's go.
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. On target to his back, here's Christian McCaffrey. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Let's go now.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. They'll run here. It's McCaffrey. Gets in. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers reduce the lead to just 4. Christian McCaffrey, the touchdown. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
That one splits the uprights. And the 49ers cut it to a field goal game. Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
No touch that. No touch.
Barkley trying this up the gut. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good rip on first down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
Great, great, great.
They put a receiver in motion right.
No touch.
And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
First and 10 from a yard shy of
No
midfield.
touch that. No touch.
Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. That's caught by A.J. Brown. And he's going to be marked down a yard shy of that marker. So before they can set up for another play, we've hit the end of the first quarter. Scoreboard shows 10-7. We're back to Paycor Stadium right after this. Ready now for our second quarter. The Eagles have the football. They're looking at 2nd and pretty short. Barkley on the shotgun handoff. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you could recycle it. Save it for later for that next third down coming.
They're set up at the 35 now.
No touch that. No touch.
First and 10. Here's Hurts. Goddard makes the catch. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
No touch.
From the 33 on 2nd down. Headed out right. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Tarvarius Ward picks it up. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10.
18. Get it. 18. 5 in. Dragon 60. Streak.
They send a tight end in motion.
Mustang 19. 19 tight. 19 tight. Ready.
Here's Dobbs now. Throw complete to Juszczyk. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
All right, all set up now. First and 10.
Go.
Now they'll throw out of the gun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. So 2nd down coming up. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
79 Broncos.
2nd and 10 now. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And forget the interception. He makes this a pick-6 touchdown. Thrown at the depth where linebackers come into play in coverage, partner, and sure enough, one of them jumps it and takes it to the house.
You say that. You know what I think about? I think about the depth finder on my fishing boat. You're absolutely right. This is where these linebackers love to lurk and could do some serious damage.
Extra point up and good by Elliott. And the Eagles make it a 10-point ball game. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback.
On the double.
First and 10 now from the 30.
60 Mavericks. Here we go.
Back to the air following the pick six. He'll get this complete to Jennings.
Let's go, let's go.
And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 19 Lions. Ready.
Second and 3. He's on the move. Cut by Jennings. And what a hit there. Ouch, she pays the price for moving the chains that time.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's first and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
Now it's Dobbs. Escapes out to the left. That's brought in by Jennings. And they make the tackle at the 38. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
That's another 49er first down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
We're to the 2-minute warning from the jungle. The 49ers driving ahead.
Ready, ready.
New set of downs for him at the 38.
Come on, come on. Set. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Trap 60, trap 60. Ready, ready.
Dobbs. Gobbled up on the right side. That's Ayuk. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And it brings up a San Francisco first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
A new set of downs awaits him. Here's first and 10.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Go.
From the gun, McCaffrey. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
He was brought down by Zach Warren. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2 at the 11-yard line.
Hey, check that, check that. Street, street.
We get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down.
Warrior 70. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
Back to throw, Dobbs. And got his man, that's a San Francisco touchdown! The 49ers make it a one-score game before halftime. It's a Brandon Ayuk touchdown! Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, It really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
Oh, it's a fake. They're going to flip it to the kicker. He's going to throw. And they aren't going to get there. He's pushed out of bounds, and the try for two does not work. We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
73. 73.
Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. And it sets up 2nd down.
Hey, easy. 63. Back. No touch.
Shotgun snap for Hurts. He put everything he had into this one. This has been a trend. Yet another interception. Jarvarius Ward picks it off. And the 49ers will take over along the midfield stripe after a terrific return on top of that interception.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game with now 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
Ready,
The 49ers find themselves in a great spot to start this drive. 1st and 10 coming up.
Buffalo 18.
Throwing his Dobbs. Still on his feet.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
Ready. Dragon 60. Ready.
From the 41. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
As a defense, you got to see the pass. You got to time up your hit, and you got to jar that ball loose. Not a lot of offensive players are hanging on to that one through a well-placed hit.
Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's a 49er 1st down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
He throws a bullet down the right side. And oh, he got it! Interception! Picked off by Quinyon Mitchell.
Not a lot of one-play swings bigger than that one right there. That throw looked destined for 6, and instead, well, it gets intercepted by the defense. The only way to get bigger is if he somehow returned it 100-plus yards for 6 the other way. But what a gigantic swing of emotion.
Beginning a new drive here, but just 16 seconds to go before halftime. Yep, as expected, they go to the ground to start this one off. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. Bernardo Green with that tackle. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
Straight.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Bails out of the pocket. Oh, brother, it's another interception! Picked off by Fred Warner. And the 49ers will have a shot at least a field goal here. Maybe the end zone after that return. Well, Brock, if you like defense, you are loving what you're seeing right now. Consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. It's become a real defensive battle.
Well, let's see here, Kate. We got one, we got two. Do I hear a third interception in a row? I'll tell you this right now. These defenders, they are squashing that thought the defenders are offensive guys in bad hands because they're making it happen, taking the ball away. Well, nothing to critique there. Good snap, good hold, and he puts it through to pay off the drive with 3 points.
Well, Brock, barring the touchback, this kickoff should run out the half, so better make that return good as it's away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Here comes the final play of our first half. He's back to throw. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the third quarter. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
19. Get it. 19 tight. 19 tight. Panther 11. Big Lion. Check, Bobcat. Ready.
Looking to throw, Dobbs. Getting out to his left. Connection made with his back deep downfield. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball into your hands, number one. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
It began at the 30 and has now jumped to first and 10 all the way down inside the red zone. Backfield is empty as they motion him outright. Escapes the pocket. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Got a man, McCaffrey has it. And he gets back to the line, but no more.
Some certainly do it better than others, Kate, but every running back in the league today has got to do just that. You cannot be a one-dimensional back in the league anymore. You can't. You got to be able to handle your business, both toting the ball as a runner, and really importantly as a check-down outlet on short throw.
And they're going to take this in for the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers take the lead right away in half number 2. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. As that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. Defense had a chance to scheme it up, now lined up to defend this try.
Here we go, here we go. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats. Hey, smash. Go.
He's throwing for it. And the pass is caught. 2 more onto the score. No dice the first time they tried it, but this time, Brock, the 2-point conversion is successful.
Just felt like they were waiting for the right opportunity to try it once again. Not only to make up for the first attempt, but establish a little confidence from this spot. And who knows, maybe we'll have a 2-pointer that plays a bigger role when this thing's all said and done.
Here's Wishnowski now to handle the kickoff. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Hurts now from the gun. On the move, headed right. Catch is made down the right sideline. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That goes for 36 yards. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. First down throwing for Hurts. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
See the pass, time up your hit, and jar that ball loose. Not a lot of players are hanging on through a well-placed hit like that one.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Hurts. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there, where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
On third down, it's Hurts. Barkley's got it. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. It's a pickup of 11. And that's a Philadelphia first down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Chased out to his right. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time secondary, well, they got real sticky, stayed tight, and forced the throw away.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. A tight end in motion now. Hurts throwing again. Rolling left, buying some time. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces third down.
I'm just going to say maybe not the guy you want to pick on in coverage on this particular series. Gets a hand on that throw and knocks it away. The next time, well, he could get 2 hands on it and take it the other way.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. throw hurts. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up fourth down.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on third down? We chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on fourth. He'll throw it. They can't connect as the coverage comes through with a fourth down stand.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
Okay, break.
They're out and set, 1st and 10.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Come on. Set. Drop 60, drop 60. Warrior, 70. Go street. 18, Rattler, 18, Rattler. Come 19, come 19. Let go.
Here's Dobbs. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. Not on the same page with his tight end. And now it's 2nd down.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback down there, that's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage was waiting for it. QB super fortunate that ball wasn't picked. And incompletion, still pretty good.
And they pick him off again! And the Eagles take over once again after forcing his 4th interception of the night. Well, Brock, it has been a special day for this defense when it comes to forcing turnovers. Big play after big play, and that is their 4th interception of this contest.
Special for the defense and an absolute nightmare for a quarterback. 1 interception, it sticks with you all week long. But throwing 4, he probably wishes he could be anywhere else on earth other than this field right now. I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Here's 2nd and 11. Completed left side to Smith. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things, separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust, and then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
They'll go from the gun with Barkley. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. Working quickly here. We get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their 1st. As that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. Might be trying to power this across, Brock. They've got 3 tight ends out there. It's 1st and goal. Going power with the big tight end. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Eagles parlay the interception into points. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a 1-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
Elliott on now to attempt a point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Eagles tie this game up. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Back and 60. Hey. Mustang 19. 19 tight. 19 tight.
Running back sent in motion. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Forced out to his right. He's keeping it. And he wisely avoids contact, sliding down there. That played good enough for a 1st. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it brings up a San Francisco 1st down. We're still tied through 3 here. Neither defense has given it. First and 10 from the 41.
Panther 11. Panther 11. Stephanie.
To the air, Dobbs. Into the hands of Samuel, complete. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that's a 49er 1st down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10.
Hurt. Hurt.
Samuel comes in motion left. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
Hurry.
Offense up to the line fast.
Taken down back at the 49-yard line.
Some early movement on the left side there, but was he the first to go, or was he provoked? So now a much tougher task here as they come up on 2nd and 20.
Let's go. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
Here's Dobbs now. Brought in by Ayuk near the sideline. And they're going to be down close to the 35 as he goes out.
That's pretty impressive, Kate. I mean, to have the awareness, the body control to not just secure the ball, but to keep both feet down on the sideline.
Third and a lone yard coming up. Looking to throw. Finds his target, Mason. And they bring him down around the 34. A 1-yard gain on the play. And it brings up a San Francisco 1st down.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on 3rd down. And that's exactly the result they needed. Enough to keep this drive moving.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34.
Hurt. Go.
Dobbs. Completed here to McCaffrey. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. They'll get 18 yards there. And that's a 49er 1st down.
To this day, I could still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
Two timeouts plus the 2-minute warning for them to use, Brock. Here's 1st and 10. Shotgun, handoff to McCaffrey. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you're going to be a Pro Bowler.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. They stick with McCaffrey. And he only gets this one down to the 9. 2 yards on the pickup, and that leaves him with 3rd down and 3.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
On the set.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
60 Bobcat! 60 Bobcat! Ready.
Now to throw. And he makes the catch on the sideline. Oh, but they call it out of bounds. This close to 6.
Well, he had the space from the defender and the concentration to make a great catch. What he didn't have was enough end zone real estate. That's just a very, very exciting incompletion.
Jake Moody now in a high-pressure spot. It's just a 26-yarder down the middle. And that one is good! And late in the 4th, they have grabbed the lead.
That's called getting his job done, Kate, drilling it right through. And now they're in position to win this game. Now it's on some of those guys who are out there with them on the kick, those defenders, to hang on to this lead to give them the win.
Here's Wishnowski now to handle the kickoff. Covey now to return this. And this drive will start inside the 25. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Great. Hey, Silver.
He'll look to throw it. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection.
That's somebody they're going to look for if he has any space deep. That space, though, Kate, just disappeared between when he let that pass go and when he actually made it down the field.
Here he is to throw. Vacates quickly left side. And that's nearly intercepted, but couldn't hang on. Just a harmless incompletion. It's 3rd down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. To throw. Oh, missed that one, and he knew it. Put it behind his guy, and now it's 4th down.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL where they come down to a play or two and 3rd downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. Throwing now. Rolling out to his left. He's got it to his running back. One of their biggest plays of the game, and it comes on a 4th down gamble.
He just made a difficult throw to the outside look elementary, Kate, and that's not easy. The placement, excellent. And it helped set his target up to put some more yards on that stat sheet.
Setting up to pass. And that one's going to hit the turf.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call.
Hey, 73, 73. No touch.
Straight ahead, here's Barkley. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. The Eagles decide to spend their third and final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least.
That's the kind of run that shows he's trying to take some stress off the passing game to provide big plays. What a great help to that side of an offense when the ground game can deliver chunk plays too.
The time is there, but the timeouts are not. They've got to be smart. It's 1st and 10. Motion man right is Smith. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Any tackle for loss hurts, Kate, but they hurt that much more from a defensive back. Those guys typically are better in coverage, and you got to find a way to make a miss in the backfield.
Hey, 73, 73. No touch.
Back to throw. Flush down out to his left. He's going to keep it this time. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
This is one of those occasions that it looks so promising when you take off as a quarterback, and then you're reminded just how fast these defenses are in the NFL. Couldn't quite move the chains, but it wasn't for a lack of trying.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Looking to throw it. Buys time, rolling right. And they got there in time. He's taken down. And the defense comes through. 4th down, that much tougher. So the 49ers earn the win in this one. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with a victory. So for my partner Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody. It's a win for the 49ers as we say so long from Cincinnati.